Hello and welcome. I hope you can all hear me. We're here for the broadcast for the 10th round of the WCSLeague Megane season. My name is Menno Klont. We're just doing some last changes, so that's why we only have commentary now. But yeah, we're in the last lap of qualifying for the most of the guys. And it looks like, for now, it's Chris Shepard who gets pole. But we still have some people in a lap. Chris is done, but Niranjan still has a lap, I think. So we're going to look what he can do. This is of course not the most difficult track, but yeah, it still is a challenge sometimes in some corners. But yeah, it's pretty close for most of the guys. Let's see what Niranjan can do on his final lap. Oh, he's marginally faster. Can he do it? Yeah, you see a lot of risk. And Royce Golden goes to pole. We missed that, but he goes to pole with 4/10 faster than Chris Shepard. Yes, that's it. It was raining, but it dried. So the last people who went to start the lap last can get pole. What will Niranjan do? Niranjan goes to P3. Are there still people driving? I think this is Rui Versal to P2. Oh, he will be happy with that, of course. Let's see. It's a bit difficult to say who's on the lap because yeah, I think that was it. Oh, interesting. So that would mean that Roy Scholten got pole for Jason Muscat, who was, I think, the last one, and he jumped to P2. So, yeah, tense final moments, and I just joined to see what will happen in the last few minutes, and it was tense. But yeah, let me explain what happened in this qualifying session. It was wet, but it dried out. So people waited to start their final lap as late as they could to have the driest track possible, and that's why you saw a lot of late changes. So interesting on this 20-car field. We again have Roy Scholten on pole. Well, I'm going to check a few things if the broadcast is okay. Well, I'm Menno Klont. I'm your only broadcaster, at least it looks like that I will do the cameras and the commentary into once. So I need to have some external people to look if everything is working and going to plan. So we're now starting the warm-up, and yeah, that gives a final chance for the 20 drivers to look what they can do, if they can achieve some late changes, maybe in the setup or maybe in approaching some of the corners. Of course, it also helps because it looks dry to get some more dry running. So a 20-car field, that's of course really good in this Meganes. Well, we expect we will not see a lot of broken Renault engines today, so we hope on that. We have a mixed grid, that's not to confuse with mixed grid, of various nationalities, and yeah, I think most of them are Dutch, at least I know for sure. We've got some English guys, some Swedish guys, some Maltese guys, some Spanish guys, and I think that was more or less the nationalities here. Let's see, one or two. Oh, we've got an Indian guy. Yeah, well, so yeah, we're quite mixed, if you can believe me. And we are, so let's give you actual footage. Let's go see Wesley Stefano. Wesley Stefano, who won a few races in this Megane series this season, and yeah, will have I think another chance on at least a podium. He learned quite a lot this season, and you see he's still getting on a better form every weekend he's driving. Of course, sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes it doesn't. The circuit doesn't suit him, but in general he does a good job, of course. And yeah, what to expect from a race winner? A race winner here should be able to at least adapt to the circumstances most of the times, and yeah, at least to drive good and cleanly and have good battling. But of course, yeah, I think that is for at least, yeah, I think the whole of the field who are pretty skilled. And yeah, we will see that, of course, in race 1 and in race 2. So race 1 is a race of 40 minutes, or timed race, so whatever comes first we do. So normally the 40 minutes are around the same length as the laps the race director put in, but sometimes due to rain we are quite slow on laps and we still have the time limit. And yeah, in race 1 we've got a pit stop, a mandatory pit stop, so everybody needs to go in for a pit stop, but there is no limit on when you can do that, so you can do it very early in the race or very late in the race. That's just what you want, and that's good for tactical advantage. Maybe in the rain, maybe you think, well, I'm going early because it stopped raining and I want to take a gamble on the other tire, or you wait late. No, it's now raining still, but I want to wait as long, maybe it's drier in 5 laps, and then I can change on tires, and then others need to do 2 laps, 2 pit stops, I mean, yeah. So let's go on board with Arnaud. This is, by the way, my favorite camera because you can see a lot of the track as well. You can see all the curbs. You can drive a bit, but some are quite slippery, especially in the rain. So you can see Arnaud just taking a fluid line through this inside, outside. And yeah, I think Arnaud is also a guy who can, well, go for the podium. Yes, it's of course difficult, but I think he's one of the at least 7 or 8 drivers that could potentially get a podium in one of the races. but of course there is only room for two on three in each race, so there could potentially be 6 on the podium. But yeah, we can also have people double podium it, and yeah, it'll be very interesting what everybody can do. But Arnold Glastra is driving here for a few races, and he looks quite fast most of the times. Sometimes a little bit of mistakes somewhere, but yeah, overall he's just good, and I think it would be good for the Megane in WCSLeague if he indeed gets podium. But of course, time will tell. By the way, I'm sorry for the awkward silences, because I'm doing this on my own, and I'm also doing cameras, so I need to switch a lot of my information, and it's quite hard to do that actually. So if there's any awkward silence, then yeah, you need to excuse me for that. And by the way, also sorry for my really Dutch pronunciation of English. I think you can hear that, but yeah, I think most people like it, that they at least have some sort of commentary. Yeah, I try to view the incidents as best as I can, if there are any incidents. So it will be yeah, it will be my call if I see something. But yeah, sometimes I see wrong, so yeah, don't pin me on it, because yeah, sometimes I think, oh, that's not that's not what I actually thought I saw. I saw it differently, and then I made a mistake. So yeah, I see a great race, both races actually ahead of us, and it will be interesting who will win. Of course, the man on pole has a good chance, but yeah, a lot of different factors in the race, and strategy can, yeah, it can change. But yeah, if you start from pole, that will be the best way to start race 1. We shall see. We're now on board with Daniel Escudero, if I pronounce that correctly. He is a bit new, or he's a bit new. He's brand new to the league. He's not that fast actually, but yeah, he's here to learn. And yeah, just we're going to look if he can make steadily progress in this race. And I think yeah, Daniel's real talent will show more in the upcoming races. This is more like getting the experience in driving here, and that's what you also need. You need to have a bit of experience. How does it go? How does that go? How does the starting procedure go? And yeah, it'll be very interesting, at least to see. Now we're going back for the splash tree. So we're waiting for the race to start. While we're still waiting for one of the drivers to return here in the server. So yeah, let's talk about WCS League. So yeah, we're now racing in the Megane, and of course this is now the 10th round here in Interlagos. 2 weeks ago we had 2 brilliant races at Malaysia, and yeah, we hope at least to have the same amount of skills and battling what we had there to see here today. And of course we also had the GP3 series also at Sepang, and that was also pretty cool because I'm driving there in that myself. Was also a bit of rain, and that was were also fun races, but we always have fun races, so yeah. And that's not fake news, by the way. That's real news. So yeah, we shall see what those races today will bring. The circuit is good for close racing, and yeah, we shall see what will happen. I think it's like always in rain races, the strategy is maybe more important. Are you going to take the risks on dry tires, going for wet tires, or what? Yeah. And that's very interesting. What will happen? I'll now mute myself for a couple of minutes until race starts, so I can get some more info for which I can use in the race.
Attention, roll.
Okay, we're ready to start race 1 pretty soon. So the people are lining up for the start of the formation lap for race 1 now. It will be interesting what will happen in the first couple of laps. But of course we will take the grid order with you first. Just wait for the last cars to stand and for people to start the formation lap. Time to start the formation lap is now. Okay, so Roy Schouten from the Netherlands, multiple race winner, is starting from pole position. That gives him, of course, the best chance to win race 1. Next to him, I believe this is a championship leader, I'm pretty sure he is Jason Muscat from Malta. I think he's got a very good chance to win this one as well, because Jason knows what driving is. In P3 it's Roy Verzal, also multiple race winner this season and in other cities as well. So interesting what Roy can do. I think P3 is a pretty good starting position, but look at that spray from Roy's car. P4 Chris Shepard, I really think this guy can do very well in the race. He got some good racecraft, and if he has a good start, I give him a good chance. Number 5, the fast Indian sim racer I know, Niranjan Kumar, and yeah, he will do very good. Likes a gamble, so I expect him to do maybe the first pit stop to look if he can undercut somebody in strategy. Number 6, Matthew Williams, lightning quick, doesn't need any introduction. This guy is my favorite to at least get a podium. Number 7, Wesley Stefano, good position for him. We shall see what he will do. Number 8, it's Arnold F. Glastra, also a guy like the other 7 who can go for a podium, but depending on how the start will be. Mark Fuller in 9. I think Mark Fuller hopes he's finishing in P9. Would be awesome for him. Good luck, Mark. Eric Stanford in P10. I think he will get maybe 1 or 2 places. I think he will be happy with P10 or P8. With Kevin Semmert on 11. Very good. Sven Smits in P12. Also very good. Erik Goladakis in P13. Dan Hood in P14. Just Downward in P15. Roland Hood in P16. Daniel Escudero makes his debut and starts for P17. Rick Hoekstra in P18. And Simon Watman in P19. Are we ready for action? Are we ready to rumble? We're waiting for the lights. And we are. Go! And it's a good start for Roy. But what does Jason do? Jason doesn't make it. Roy defends for Jason. Ooh, very close, very close. And Roy Versailles is looking as well. But it's still Roy Schouten leads from Jason Muscat, Roy Versailles, Chris Shepard. And are there any incidents? No. I think everybody looked quite good in the race. Oh, and there's an attack. Jason Muscat is under the attack. And what a move from Jason Muscat. But will he have a grip? No, he doesn't have grip from the outside. And also Royce Versailles doesn't have grip from the outside. That was the problem. They brake too late, so they went off the ideal racing line. And there was no grip. So now it's Chris Shepard who looks at the first 3. Nothing much is changed. But you see cars having a lot of grip issues in the rain. So Roy Schouten still leads. For Jason Muscat, oh, and look at middle in that field. You see people watching, and I think it's time to go on board with Matthew Williams. He doesn't see much. He see much, but somebody is next to him. Who was that? That was Arnold. Arnold is trying at Williams. Then no, he can't. Oh, but he's going for the inside. Yes, yes. Great move, great move. But there is still room for Matthew Williams to get there. Oh, this is amazing. This is racing how we wanted to see it. Oh, look at that. Oh, there is a advertisement billboard being destroyed. But yeah, so top 3 unchanged. It goes on, but number 4, Wesley Stefano was number 4. Oh, they judged. Oh, what happened with Chris Shepard? He was in P4 some moments ago. I think he had quite an excursion of track, and now he's in P6. But look how that went. Oh, Chris Shepard already got attacked by Matthew Williams. So Matthew Williams already got Glastra back, and now he's pushing Chris Shepard a bit wide. Chris Shepard loses 2 positions. Oh, somebody has a problem. Who's that? It's Glastra. I think the main problem here is that people are going from the racing line and there is no grip. Even in the rain there is no grip outside the line. It's even more wetter there. So after a tense first 2 laps, we go to the front. Roy Schouten just thinks, well, I don't know what the fuss was all about. I don't know where you were shouting, Menno, but Yeah, I'm still leading. So nothing happened. So 1 Roche Coating, 2 Jason Muscat, 3 Rovazal. Oh, and there is attack from Wesley Stefano. What happened there? Let's go find that. Oh yeah, it's Wesley Stefano against Matthew Williams. So what will this be? Oh, but Wesley makes a mistake. Wesley makes a mistake. Close the door. Close the door. No, too late. Williams is there. Williams is there. And he will have it. That was a textbook move, but of course Wesley tries to defend. I mean, tries to re-attack. But it's not possible. We have a mighty scrap. What's happened to Chris Shepard? He fell down even further. He now is in P14. You can see him watching. Yeah, he's losing a lot of grip. Ooh, what's this? Another plate. Makes me wonder. I think I know what the problem of Chris Shepard here is. I think he thought it was wiser to go on maybe a dry set of tires. Of course, it seems illogical, but I tell you, it isn't, because if Chris thought it would dry up, then these tires are the right choice. But yeah, if it keeps raining, of course, this is the wrong choice. But if it's getting drier, then this is the right choice. So depending on what the weather will do, we can say later what if Chris did the right or the wrong thing. Well, we've got Ring Hoekstra battling with Roland Hood. Oh, this is something we also want to see, actually. There, Ring Hoekstra gets to the inside of Roland Hood. Will he do it? Will he do it? And yes, so an overtake from Ring Hoekstra from Roland Hood. This is net just outside the points positions, because the first 15 give points, and we've got 19 drivers now. So the gap that Roy has on Jason Muscat. Oh, and he spins! Roy's Coating spins! Oh, disgusting, disgusting! But how much will it cost? It costs nothing. It will cost him, yeah, one more place. There is Roy Vassell. Oh, Roy fucked it up. If you can say that on a broadcast, of course I can say it. Oh, that went terribly wrong. Oh, and there is Matthew Williams coming. Oh, that was a bit of a dive bomb. Get them, but they're still cold. But wow, this changes everything that we got that live. Yeah, there's now a big problem for Roy Skelton. I think he destroyed his tires with doing that. So let's rewrite the script. But of course Roy Skelton just goes on the attack. Inside with his teammate. And takes P4. So still have chance. Oh, and we got a spinner. Kumar. Then he got hit by Roy. Oh, he needs to wait. This was a good rejoin from Kumar. He couldn't do much, but that was a good rejoin. Oh, and Downhut. Oh, this is crowdy in here. Let's go on board with Downhut, because Downhut can see everybody. Oh, rush hour here, rush hour. Hey, let's move cameras. Oh, just brake earlier, brake later. Interesting. Oh, Mark Führer has a bad exit. Yeah, and now just gets on the inside. Will he do it? Yeah, of course he will do it. He's gonna go the inside. Oh, and Downhut here in front in the yellow car goes a bit wide, and that leaves the door open for a curve and someone. Yeah, oh, they judged. Yeah, Dan didn't expect it. Oh, there is a poor grip. You would say they're driving shit. No, driving isn't shit. There's poor grip. Oh, and there's just Downhut. Yeah, he's got the grip. It looks like he's got the grip. And in all of this, our big Maltese sim racer because in sim racing he is big. Jason Muscat leads, and Lachie Williams stole P2 from Roy Vassell, but Roy Vassell is being hunted down. Oh, 3 wide, 3 wide. Who's going to break the latest? Yes, of course that's Roy Vassell. Roy Vassell knows how to defend, and ladies and gentlemen, and that's what he does here. Let's stay here because this is an amazing battle. Roy versus Roy for the last podium position. Yes, inside for Roy Vassell. That's what he needed to do. He's still there. He's still there. Where is he? Oh, Scholten got Vassell on the outside. That was pretty amazing from Roy Scholten on Roy Vassell. And Arnold Glastra is just watching what the Roys are doing and just thinking, well, yeah, I'm going to follow for now, and when I can attack, I will attack. So big driving here. Oop. A big scrap. Oh, Hood and Smits. Whoa, amazing. He's still there. He's still there. Go on board with Sven Smits. Sven Smits is known for his pretty wild driving style, I want to say. And Dan Hood nearly spins, but Dan Hood saved it, so he will not cost him that much time, only a few places. But let's get back on Sven Smits. He's got a really wild driving style, we know that from him, but he's somebody who can drive so fast in a racing car, so it's very interesting what he can do in the remainder of this race. He only had 7 of the 26 laps, so I think we can make this a lap race instead of a timed race. So we're not even halfway in the race, and we saw like a lot already. So a lot that I know that after one race I need to have a drink, because I'm getting very dry in my mouth already. So let's go down the order now. Simon Watman retired. Oh, we got our first retirement. Oh, and what happened here? Oh, so Roland Hood is P18 and he's hunting on Daniel Escudero, who makes his debut, and it doesn't look. He's got a lot of speed, but he's still driving in P17. Of course, that's good. Dan Hood in P16 after the excursion off track. But Sven Smits spun and he's now in P15. I think he cooked the tires. You can see the amount of poor grip he has. He's got no grip. So he's now in P15. I think we will see a lot of pit stops soon as well. Chris Shepard in P14. It looks like the wrong strategy he chose, because he is a top 5 driver normally. We're now in P14, but race still on. Nick Cooks to P13, quite okay. Mark Fuller P12, okay. And who's going in the pits? It's Eric Godalakis. And let's see what he will do. How long is that stop? You can see a reference point. And he's waiting. Very smart what Eric did there. Eric just stopped very early, because if you have a slippery pit lane, it's very easy to miss your grid box, and he didn't. So the first pit stop for Eric. And interesting what he can do. It's the first one, so will he stay on the same size? Will he do something else? From one thing I know is that there is a lot of changing in the wet tire. So that means like the wet tire dies at a certain age. If you did a lot of laps, you will have less grip. And what Eric now has is a car with new tires, so he will have, I think, more grip than other guys on the wets, and that can potentially give him a few seconds. We go on board. We're going to follow Jason Muscat, and I see Jason Muscat. Oh, lost a lot of time. Very bad lap. And Matthew Williams is already going there to hunt him. Ross Colton in P3. Oh no, last step P4. Oh, with Rivers on P5. Next to him. Oh, and he brakes so late, Roy. Roy brakes so late. Can he make it? No, he can't. He can't make it. Oh, this was a good move, but yeah, you saw it. It was a bit too late. If he would have managed, then it would have been very awesome. It would have been impressive. But yeah, this was a bit too late. But yeah, I like those moves. They better try. I'm just waiting for the pit stops to come soon. And I think we had Roland Hutt in soon. No, we already had him in. Yes, and what I said, Chris Shepard and Sven Smith's pit. Oh, yeah, like what I said. Sven Smith missed his pit box and now has his pit stop. It doesn't cost him too much. Yeah, Sven Smith and Chris Shepard 14 and 15, and that's something where they somewhere where they don't belong. So very interesting what they can do in the remainder. Of course, they're still on points. Oh, inside the cockpit of Matthew Lemanus now, and you see the visibility he has. It's not much. You see that it's a lot of spray that he gets inside his windscreen, and you see he's already having a lot of difficulty to keep it on the track. It's like dancing in the rain. That's what they do. But let's go onward with Muscat. I see a bit of a dry line forming. Then I wonder. Will it be dry enough to go for the dry tires, or will it still be too wet? But we see a bit of a dry line. It looks like it's stopped raining. I don't have the software to see if it actually is raining or not, but I think it dried out. Soon will be time to pit, but yeah, if it really dries out, I think they want to keep driving a little bit longer to save the tires for the remainder of the race. Yes, Jason continues and Matthew continues. Then all this Royce Colton pits. Good call. I say this is a good call. If Royce Colton thinks it's dry enough, it could be a potential amazing call for him. But we shall see. Of course, he will lose a lot of position. You can hear him drive away, but he will lose a lot of time. Where will he come out? Yeah, it's only P10. P11 even, I think. P11? Yeah, it would be P11, I think. Oh, close to P11. Where is Mark Fuller? Mark Fuller is ahead. Mark Fuller is there. There is Mark Fuller. So, from P3 to P11. But still, this could be the car. This could be it. If he's got the grip. If he did the right strategy call, maybe it still is wet. I mean, the drivers know far more than I do as a commentator. Interesting what will happen now. Are Jason and Matthew, do they want to make sure Roy Scott doesn't jump them, or they just think, oh, we wait more? Let's see. I think Jason is not going, but maybe Matthew. No, they just continue. Interesting. Arnold going, Roy is going on. What about Niranjan? That's the teammate of Roy Skelton. Will he go? Will he go? Will he go? No. Kevin Summit? No. Oh. Interesting. No. No. Where's Roy Skelton? Ooh, interesting. I see Roy Skelton. I think he's winning a lot of time on the leader now. Look at that graphic. At Roy Skelton it says 30.9. That means he's winning time on the leader. Let's see what it will do, the graphic, during the whole lap. Will it come down? Now it says 30.6. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. Will it go down? Because this would mean he's winning time on the leader, which is of course Jason Muscat. 30.6, 30.6. Oh, you see him looking for grip. Oh, but he has it. 30.2. So Roy is gaining. Problem for Roy, he's got a lot of traffic in front of him. Good thing for Roy, I think we're about on for the pit stops. So this will possibly be pit stop time in the... might not need to overtake some drivers on track. They just go away from him. You're going pits. Oh, and Matthew Williams pits. This is interesting. What can Williams do on Schoten? Will he be ahead or not? Interesting, interesting. Interesting, interesting. Matthew Williams, 5. Oh, Schultz is already there. Oh, yeah, but Matthew is driving now. Oh, I think he will have him. Roy will have him. Or not. Oh! This will be fireworks. Roy is here. Matthew Williams is here. He's in front. He's in front. Or not. Oh, this will be epic. This will be amazing. Matthew Williams there, but he's got line. Oh! Yes, he's getting in front. Roy Skelton gets in front with an earlier pit stop. So this is strategy. He joked Matthew Williams, and now it's interesting. What will Jason Muscat do? He needs to go the next lap in order to still have the lead of the race. Of course, he will fall down the order, but after the pit stop, he will still have the lead. But I think he needs to go now. Oh, and Jason Muscat already going off the track. I think if he doesn't go now, this decision will hurt him. But we shall see what he will do. I think this might be just this good lap. Yeah, he's going in. You can see it. He's giving it everything. Yes, in Glastrain. What will Verzeil do? Muscat stands. What will Verzeil do? Verzeil goes on, so he's taking the lead. Kumar goes in. So, good stop. Samwood in. Wesley goes on. Josh Downward. Oh, there's Skelton is there already. Ooh, this will be another close call. Ooh. I think Skelton will have it. Yes, he will have it, I think. He will have it. He will have it. Okay, Skelton gets the lead, but where is Williams? Where is Williams? Oh, Williams gets ahead of Jason Muscat. That one lap was too late. Interesting. Well, Naranjan exits the pits. Samwood exits the pits. Still waiting for McFuller. And Eric Stenford. Fuller drives away. Interesting. Ooh, and Eric Goladakis now gets some good laps. Well, Sven Smith retires. Ah, Sven Smith. Ah, this is sad. Ah, so no points for him. And Daniel is still driving. It's not going very fast for Daniel, but he's still driving. So Roy Verzeil leads. this is interesting. What I think Roy Versal wants to do is wait, because I think the others might still are on wet tires, and he wants to go on dries. I think that's my guess now, but of course you shouldn't keep guessing work on for commentators, because otherwise we would have found another. So this is actually a good battle. Well, we had somebody enter. Oh, that was the other guy. So Wesley Stefano is leading. I mean, a second for Roy Sultan, who is now in P3, already in P3. He's got good grip, but Martin Williams is there. Well, just downward pits, downward also pits. Yes. And I think, Wesley Stefano was helping Jason Muscat, because Jason Muscat could hang on and jump a bit up to Matthew and Roy, but it didn't quite help. So interesting, Roy Versal is now leading, but if he makes a pit stop, there is no way he will get the lead still after the pit stop. He will be 20 seconds behind. So this needs to be very tactical if Roy wants to win it. So if Roy Versal wants to win it, he needs to do it on a tactical way. And I think he's going to risk it with a tire strategy or something. I think he will come now with it right now. Yes, he goes now. I think he sees it is dry enough. So, interesting. Roy Scholten will take the lead from Roy Versal. Matthew Williams in P2 and Jason Muscat in P3. And Arnold Glustra in P4. He's still there, Arnold Glustra. Don't count him out. Wesley Stefano goes in. Well, Roy Versal just leaves, so Roy Versal gets P5. Wesley Stefano P6. Also jumps Wesley. Yeah. Oh, look what happened there. Ah, that's what happened. I'm pretty sure Wesley Stefano is on dry tires because he missed the corner. That means he has no grip on the drier tires. So he thinks it's dry enough. Oh, very close from Wesley Stefano. Just down north. I mean, yeah. Oh, and we missed it, but Matthew Williams passed for his quarter. Interesting. That's always with racing. You don't know when overtake will take place, so you can stay at a fight for a lot of time, and you don't see overtake, and you leave, and you will see the overtake. But Roy Scholten still has a chance. He has to drive, he's got the slipstream. But Williams is smart, he's defending the inside, but Roy goes from the outside. That's the dry line, He will have it, Where is Williams? Williams is still there. Yes, so Williams still has. And Jason Muscat is still following. And Arnold as well. Arnold is not gaining on the rest. On the top 3, so I'm not sure if we can get at the top 3, but yeah, of course you can still see them drive, so that will make very motivating. We're now looking at Roy Versal. What does Roy Versal do in lap time compared to the others? It stays the same. I expected more. I expected to see a certain change in strategy from Roy, but might still be around. Of course, Roy knows how to drive, and he knows every technical move. And getting to the other Roy, he still is pretty close. Okay, the gap is a bit bigger than it was last lap. still there. Oh, but Jason is looking ready for the action as well. Yeah, Jason gets the slipstream, and goes to the outside. Oh, brakes a bit later, but no. Roy knows he needs to defend the inside and does it like it. So, after 80 laps, Williams, Fulton, Muscat, Lafra. And we wait a bit, and a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more. Hey, and there we've got Roy Vassal. Ooh, he's going outside the track. Track limits. Otherwise we will send Mika Salo to review that one. Number 6, Wesley Stefano. Number 7, Kevin Samuels. Chris Shepard in P8. In all of this, Chris Shepard is just from P14 up to P8. Mark Fuller in P9. Hey, and there we've got somebody going out of pitch. It's just down at P11 with Niranjan Kumar in P12. 11 and Alex Lambert. So let's see what the current lap times are, because we only have 8 laps to go. So will it be dry? Yeah, it will be dry. This is 1:35.5, 35.4, 35.9. Yes, Jason Muscat is still looking for getting away past Roy Scotty. So the whole front row of the first race grid got, for now, beaten by Matthew Williams. And Matthew Williams looks really in control of it now. It looks like he knows what he's doing. Of course, he can still make a mistake. But yeah, the guy is pretty good, so we shall see. We have some battle. We have quite a battle here in P3, of course, in 2. But for the rest, we've got this battle. Chris Shepard and Kevin Summit. Well, I'm expecting Chris Shepard is faster than Kevin Summit. And I think he will pass him. Straight. Yes, Muscat is still there, but he looks a bit too far away. You know already he's a bit too far away. Jason can do that, or can he? He needs to go from the outside, and no. But a big lock up from Roy Scotty, so he's giving it all. He's all. Riverstyle is still losing. That's something I didn't expect. So maybe it was the wrong tire call. And I go on board with Chris Shepard. There, he's coming there. Yes, inside. No, he will get the inside of Samuels. Oh, leave the door open, Kevin. Too bad. Yes, and Chris Shepard makes it. Oh. I would have liked Kevin to defend a bit more that, but maybe he know Chris was just the faster one, and he said, well, yeah, you just go, because I know that I will get you in the end, maybe. That's always an option. So Kevin Summer got passed by Chris Shepard. Mark Fuller in P9, he's happy with that if he finishes there. Just down in P10. I think he will try to hunt Mark Fuller in the last lap, but I think it will be a bit too late. Here in P11, Stanford 12. Rink Hooks in P13, well done Rink. Interlagos. I expected more after an early pit stop, but it looks like no. 115. And Daniel Escudero 60. So he's still driving. I think he's not going really fast if I look at the lap times, but he's driving, so he's learning. Yes, Daniel already is 2 laps down, but he's learning, and I think that's very important. So a new fastest lap from Matthew Williams shows he's in control of this race, and yeah. If nothing strange happens, he will win it. Of course, he could have made a mistake in refueling. Who knows? Or maybe he destroys his tires. He spins off. We saw Russ Schulten comfortably leading this race until he spun off. Well, we see another overtake. Wesley Stefano and Chris Shepard. So Wesley Stefano got being overtaken by Chris Shepard. Interesting. So Chris Shepard looks like he has the car in the final few laps. It looks like he's pretty quick in the final few laps. Yeah, I think P6 is all he will have today. Oh, and if he makes a mistake, of course not. So Wesley Stefano overtakes him again. And yeah, Kevin Samuel is not close enough. Yeah, this will be a battle. And when you know what else is going to be a battle? If it works. Number 2, number 3. Oh no, Jason is still not close enough. No, I think no. But let's go on board here. What can they do? Can they do? Oh, Chris Shepard can brake very late. Oh, don't let the door open, Wesley. You left the door open. You know that it's deadly if you battle with Chris. Oh, and yeah, you got overtaken again. Oh, but he's still there. He's still there. Wesley's still there. Yeah, I know Chris will have it again. He's trying. Yeah, he's trying. Wesley's still trying. He's got the inside. Yes. He's overtaking him again. Nice! Well done, guys. Jason Muscat still... He can't do it. And Arnold settled before. It looks like Revizal will settle with P5. Oh, we're still next to each other. And Kevin Samut joins action. Oh, and he got pushed wide. Oh, Kevin Samut. Oh, he outbraked himself. Oh, and he collects Chris. Oh, I know why he did it. He saw a gap, and I think he outbraked himself. I think there was a bit of a mistake. But now he, yeah, made a mistake and hit Chris. I think it was not too bad. Of course, Chris lost the position. But knowing Chris, he might go for Wesley again, or maybe this destroyed his chances to get Wesley. So out in front, still Matthew Williams in the green-blue car. Still everything to play for the second podium position in this Megane, because Jason Muscat is still quite close. With Arnold Glastra is, yeah, now on 8 seconds. He's losing every lap a little bit, but he's really doing pretty good, guys. Don't think he's doing a bad job. No, the top 3 is maybe a bit too fast, but they're still doing. The others are still doing a good time. Well done, pits again. So Revizal P5, Wesley Stefano in P6, T7 P7, he's still there. Kevin Samuel in P8. Is Mark that close then? Yes, Mark Fuller is really close. I didn't expect it was that close. Are we going to look? Will that hurt? That hurt will... Yeah, it's out of the pits now. Oh, well, Dan Hut spins in the pits. That's what every sim racer did once here in his sim racing career, because it's very tricky to drive out of this pit lane when it's wet. It's a really difficult pit lane. It looks like amateuristic, but no, it isn't. It's just wet. Oh, and we've got a battle. Oh, Wesley's still in front of Chris Shepard. But they changed already. Close the door, Wesley. If you want to have a chance, close the door more. You leave the door open, then he will be there. And he just breaks it and gets it again. Yes, he's got it again. Oh, and we've got Kevin Samuel off Kevin 7. Oh, will he lose it on Mark Fuller? He will lose it. Right? Oh, yes. Mark Fuller into P8. Mark Fuller will be very happy. And there's a car standing there. Is that Dan Hut? Oh, interesting. What happens? I think there is a problem. No, he's driving again. So top 3 looks settled with Matthew Williams P1, Horace Hilton P2, and Jason Muscat in P3 with Arnold Glastra still P4. He's losing a lot, Glastra now. Giselle in P5. Oh, it still is close for him. Oh, it's really close here. So Wesley now in P7, but he can still go for P6. This is a mighty scrap. And now Wesley's next to him, I want to say. No, he's not. But he's got the inside. Interesting. What can he do? If you want it, you need to have the inside. Brakes next to it. And got it again, Please have this corner. And I don't even know what to say. But he doesn't have the corner. And now the battle is done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is too big of a gap. So unless Chris makes a mistake, he will not get it. Well, this is a bit of a battle. Well, we've got Josh. And Josh has the latest tires, so let's see what Josh can do. I think Josh can potentially still overtake them both. We've got 2 laps to go, and we've got excitement until the end. Interesting what will happen. Oh, you see the run wide. You see what line Josh now is taking. He's taking a much tighter line. He still has a big chance to get points. Oh, this was the last lap. We had a time race rather than a lap race, so this is the last lap. Oh, and Josh is off. I think he tried and he spins. Oh, how much will cost him? Another position to Kumar. I think this is it. Oh. So, Glastra finishes in P4, Roy in P5, and says to crash the car after the finish. Chris Shepard's in P6. Well done, good battle. Wesley Stefano in P7. Mark Fuller gets P8, well done. With Kevin Samuel still a top 10 place, well done Kevin. With Niranjan Kumar gets P10 in the last lap. And Josh Downwards getting P11. And there he is. Eric Stanford goes P12. We only wait for Rien Koekstoffer in P13 because Erik Godelakas already finished in P14. He was a lap down. And there's Rink. Oh, and there we got Dan Hut. He's trying to think, oh well, we can just hit the rest board and everything on my way. Yes, luck. Yeah, that was like what I say. a bang in the end. So, this was race 1. Number 10 is Nirni Kumar. He will get the first pole for race 2. We'll now take a short break. Unfortunately, I can't get music in here, like a nice music. But yeah, we will be back in a few minutes for race 2. Okay, guys, broadcast is back, and we will have uh, yeah, in between races interview with Sven Smith. So I hope I can add him here. Let's see if he's there. He wanted to be in.
User was moved to your channel.
Sven Smith, are you there, Sven Smith?
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, we're normally not doing that, and we're only doing this after the race, after both the races. But yeah, we're now live, of course, still live. How was your race 1? I saw your car was quite unbalanced. But
yeah, it was quite a drama. I had the pace, and yeah, some people think there are if there's a gap. If there's not a gap, they make a gap. So yeah, nothing to say about that. But
yeah. Was that a bit of aquaplaning as well of drivers?
Yeah. Also, yeah, for especially the last corner, the long left to the finish line. yeah, if you go flat out, you just spin because of the aquaplaning.
Yeah.
It was horrible to drive in the wet conditions.
Yeah, that's what I feared, because I see people want to overtake, but when they go from the straight line, you of course you need to go straight from the racing line to overtake somebody, but there's no grip, so essentially you're in a butter slide. At least that's how I see it. Can you?
Yeah, and after my pit stop, I got a good pace because it was drying up again. So yeah. But then I spun again and I got flat tires, and I didn't want to go back in because the motivation was quite gone. I got how do you say that? Shit car because I hit the wall.
Yeah.
So it was undrivable. So now race 2 and
I was wondering. You started on the wet tires, I think, right? No, you were starting already.
Just
and you think that was not the wrong choice, or?
Oh, I could pick up the pace with the other guys.
Okay.
At one point I thought I was 10th or 9th.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but then people hit me. The car was damaged. So and from there it just went worse.
Yeah, okay. So you were on dries all along, okay? Because after like 10 laps I saw, or 12 laps I saw a bit of a dry line forming, and I was thinking, well, maybe it's now the time for people to jump from wets to dries. But if you already were on dry,
yeah. But I think most of the people started on dry.
Okay.
Or not?
Yeah, actually, in the broadcast I can't not see that actually. So that's a bit of the point.
Good.
So yeah, I think you need to focus yourself to get ready for race 2.
Yep.
So I will not bore you more. So I will drag you back. Hopefully we can talk a bit after race 2. Would be nice.
Hopefully a better result.
Yeah, just
we'll wait and see.
Just take care. Just wait for that moment and then strike. We know from the past you can do that.
Yeah. If I want it, I can do it. But it has to come out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Good luck in race 2. And,
thank you.
I will head you back. Thanks.
Bye.
User was moved out of your channel.
So that was Sven Smits for in between race interview. So that's actually quite interesting how a driver himself thinks of it. Well, it's still raining on the server, so that doesn't say a lot of good things for race 2. Let's give you some footage from the wet session. Well, it's still 6 minutes to go. So, you see people constantly looking for grip. Oh look, you see the tail wiggle already. You can see it's like you need to dance with a car. Inside, a bit of the outside. Well, we've got Eric Stram joining. Interesting. And Eric Stram joins for race 2. Eric Stram is pretty quick. So let's see what he can do in race 2. Let's examine him further. So Eric Stram is driving in the car of Tobias. He's now getting a bit of grip of the car. And, you see him also having a bit of the tail wiggle. That's a bit how you drive those cars. You're planting it and then you're feeling, oh, is a grip there, is grip there. There's no grip, is there? Yeah, there is. constantly searching for grip. Now he's pressing escape. I'm waiting and looking. Again, let's go on board with Irtran for a moment. Nice onboard footage from Erik Strand, who's drifting in some corners. He's trying to follow the car in front, and even tries to pass him. I believe he has some tiny problems. You see Erik Holodakis spin here, that's how wet it is. Another near spinner. It's really wet, and of course everybody who's looking now thinks, well, hey, they don't have any skill. Well, I can tell you they have skill. The problem is that the game Air Factor 2 is really sensitive in rain, so it's really difficult to drive in those conditions. You can see it, like you can see it when you're on board at Summit. You can see him already. You can feel the tail wiggling, like what we talked before. Gentle on the throttle, gentle on the throttle. Just feeling where's the grip, where's the grip. Right. More, and he's even faster than his previous lap. Another one. His teammate Jason Muscat. Look at the amount of spray someone gives to Muscat. Fastest lap Jason Muscat in these conditions. So he still be a force to reckon with in race 2. Of course, that could also be the start of a very good joke, because a multi-force car is always a force to be reckoned with. So that's the thing. But yeah, it looks quite okay. Well, we now have the ending of the warm-up. So soon we will start race 2. And again with 19 people, it's interesting what will happen in race 2. Yeah, all the cars make way to the pits, and then will be refueled for race 2. Interesting what this will bring, because we will have a reversed grid. So the top 10 will be reversed. So number 10, and that was Niranjan Kumar. He will start from pole. This will give interesting interesting things what will happen for race 2, because Matthew Williams, the winner of race 1, needs to come from P10. So you could argue he's the fastest guy now, having won the first race, but he needs to work for it to make sure he has a good chance in race 2. So that's those are the interesting things actually. And yeah, we shall see what will happen actually, because I've got no idea. Wow, Eric Strand goes fastest, and now leads the warm-up session. He just joined. It'll be interesting what Eric Strand can do in the second race then, because yeah, he is quite talented of course, but we shouldn't forget he's starting from last position because he didn't take part in race 1. I think we are waiting a bit for everybody to line up. While we wait for maybe Tobias Olsen, the teammate of Eric Strand, to join race 2, then I can still make have time for some advertisements. You think you can do this better? You think, well, that Matthew Williams, he's not a talent, I'm the real talent? Well, you can show it by going to www.WCSLeague.net, and well, yeah, you can just sign up and show that you're far better than all the drivers that are here. And then of course you will see that those drivers we just saw racing in race 1 are real talented. But of course, if you think you're a match for those guys, or even can beat them, you're welcome to race. And yeah, there are always seats available in this Megane mod, and yeah, then you can always see me do some commentary on on you. So yeah, if you want to sign up, just try it. And WCS is worth your time and money and everything. Yeah, we're about to start the race, so in a few moments we will be asked to leave the grid, and then all personnel needs to leave the grid, and we're waiting for the cars to be started, and yeah, then of course they start for the warm-up lap. That's only moments away. We're waiting a bit, and a bit more. And a bit more. I'm gonna look around if I have something to drink. And I don't. But that's okay. And yeah. All personnel did leave the grid, and we're now waiting for the grid to form. So okay, so we're there. So a lot of we had some technical difficulties and we're waiting for the drivers to start their formation lap. You might ask why are you so not responsive to this, but I got some message from Daniel Escudero who lost internet and just rejoined, but he's too late to drive race 2. It's actually pretty sad. Of course, this is a sport, sim racing is a sport, e-sport that requires a good internet, so yeah, of course that's not in the hands of Daniel, so I'm afraid Daniel misses race 2, but of course he drove race 1. So we're going on to race 2 then, and we're going to give you the starting order. So Niranjan Kumar is starting from P1. Interesting what he can do in race 2. I think he's got good pace. I'm not sure for a podium. So Kevin Samud in P2, also pretty good. With Mark Fuller in P3, he will be absolutely delighted with starting P3. With Wesley Stefano in P4, Wesley Stefano has got the biggest chance on a good position in race 2. I think he could possibly win it, but of course we got Chris Shepard behind there. Chris Shepard, you know, is never giving up. Roy Vasal in P6, he can win it, Roy Vasal showed it. Again, with Arnold Glastra, if he started P7 or around there in race 1 and finished 4, so good. With Jason Muscat in P8, of course we saw he was pretty quick. With Royce Golden in P9, he can just win it as well. Matthew Williams in P10, well, this is the guy who has the biggest chance to win it because he was fastest in race 1. With Eric Stafford in P11, Rick Hooks in P12, David in P13, Eric Strum in P14, Son Smith in P15, Tobias Olsen in P16, Ronald Hood in P17, and Simon Wortman in P18. So we've got both Ice Cold joining for race 2. Interesting. So we're waiting for everybody to line up. was the last one. Looking at Iranian. And then sees light, but rolls a bit backwards. And waiting, and go! There we go. Good start for the engine, better than Samut. But Mark Fuller has a good start. Mark Fuller has a good start. Look at them go, look at them go. Oh, and we've got a crash. We've got a crash. I think it's Regus is from St. Smith's. We've got a bit of a tangle here. So, we already lost some people with a lot of lost seconds. So, Nuranja still leads for Kevin Samut, who got still in P2. Chris Shepard in P3. That Fox is really good. Wesley Stefano in P4. Was Scholten already in P5. So, Jason Muscat P6. Mark Fuller, oh, still in P7. He lost a lot in the entrance of turn 1. But he wins P8. So he's also already in P9 with Urk from P10. Oh, and the ice course look pretty fast. Style in P11. He lost a bit. The car is still there. He's going outside, but no. Kumar is leading. Oh, and there is Samut. I think it's behind Samut where it's really going. Oh, look at the drivers. It's also close. So after one lap, Niranjan Kumar leads. Then it's Kevin Samut seconds, and Chris Shepard in P3, but he's getting hunted. Whereas Scott is already there. Jason Muscat is more or less there. Wesley's there, Machi is there, Tobias is there, Eric is there, and Roy Verzal is there. He's on the inside of Eric's Tron. Oh, nice. Oh, and somebody cut the corner. Oh, who cut the corner? It was Wesley. Wesley lost, I think, 1 or 2 positions. It's really wet, and you can see if they touch the curb, they're done for. So still Niranjan is leading, and well, yeah, I don't want to I'm not in favor for anybody, but I would like to see Niranjan doing well after the problems he had in race 1. Kevin Sam is good following in P2. Scott already in P3, yeah? Already in P3, Roy Scott already in P3. Chris Shepard in P4. Jason Muscat in P5. But Williams just steadily gets up to P6. Wesley Stefano P7. And we start Eric Strand in 8. Tobias in 9. Roy Verzal in 10. Hopefully 11. Arnold of Gloucester. He lost a lot in the start. He's now in P12. With Ronald at P13. With Simon Watman P14. Go, Simon, go. Eric Stefano in P16. Swan Smith's already out. And Rick still has a problem. And Dan Hut out. Oh, so we already got 2 diamonds. Too bad. And yeah, after 2 completed laps, Niranjan Kumar still leads. Oh, but Roy Scotland already is, I think, a second faster in the hot lap. So interesting what he can do. Of course, I think he looks far quicker than the 2 ahead, but of course he's not there, and he's 3 seconds down on Kumar. So it looks nice if you're faster, but if you're faster you need to be passing guys in order to win, of course. So that's very interesting. Oh, look at it! Oh, Roy Scholten nearly lost it. We got that on tape, and wow. It could have been yeah, it was really like it was nearly going to be a huge accident, but the skills of Roy Scholten did us prevent it. And Matthew Williams already in P5, so who passed? He passed Muscat. So yeah, look at Williams. Williams is just doing once at a time. Yeah, he knows. Just sees the 2, 3 ahead. So if everything to play for. I think the top 6, top 7, yeah, I think top 7, 8, yeah, everybody has still a chance, depending on how the race will evolve. Yeah, the top 8 is gone, and after it you've got a lot of people with already having some yeah, lost time. We got Wesley Stefano out, so we only got 15 drivers driving, so interesting what will happen now. So that was the last lap of Kumar. It was around 41. Yeah, and the gap to Scotland is 3.4 seconds. Well, Tobias Olsen pits. What happened there? I think Tobias Olsen is on the wrong compound and thinks, hey, I can do that better. So I think he's going to the dry compound now, or to the wet compound. It could be potentially be not as smart, or it could be really good. It's got nothing to lose. Oh, and look at Tobias. Oh, Tobias is like one of the best drifters we would have ever seen in sim racing. The car control Tobias shows time and time again. It's amazing, and I personally love it. You see him drifting. Of course, sometimes it will go wrong, but he can really dance with the car. Getting back. Oh, we've got Niranjan still leading, but we see Rex Scott now in P2 and Matthias P3. Kevin said it before. I think Kevin made a mistake. Let's see who's going off there. Oh, it's Chris Shepard who has a bad exit. Leaves him in the clutch heels of Jason Muscat. But Toby's also in DNF. Oh, did he crash then? Oh, look at Jason. Jason almost crashed as well. And this is it's really wet. It's really wet. Going off the idle racing line would mean you're having a lot of problems. Oh, and a near loss of car of Matthew Williams. Unfortunately, we didn't get the beginning of that, but it looked like he really was near a race engine ending correlation that quickly saved. So you see how difficult it is for drivers to at least keep it on the road. Completion of 6 laps, it's still Niranjan leads for his teammate Ross Cote. And I wonder, yeah, but Ross Cote looks like he's a bit faster than Niranjan, but he still, yeah, has a bit of a buffer, so maybe Niranjan will stay ahead in the end. You should see, but the field is getting tighter and closer to each other, so yeah. So Matthew Williams already from P10 to P3, Ross Cote from P2 from P9 to P2. Kevin Samut holds on brave for P4. Chris Shepard is looking and looking and looking and looking and sliding and sliding and drifting and drifting and sliding, and still maintains P5. So Jason Muscat here is in P6, he's just following, but can he attack? In reverse out, it looks like he's closer, than a few laps ago. It feels like he's not the one making drifting mistakes. It looks like the driver's out pretty much in control at the moment with his e-clicker spotted car. Oh, we got Arnold of Glastra. We got a spin. And why did he spin? He just took too much speed into the car. Oh, he spins again. Oh, interesting. Oh, and he's out. Arnold of Glastra is out, so no points for Arnold of Glastra. And Simon Hartman, oh, he's still driving. He wants those points. And it looks like Simon will get points. While Roy Schotten gets another half a second out of Niranjan Kumar this lap, and it looks like again he's getting a bit closer, and Mitchell Williams is a bit struggling in this weather. I've seen him run wide in more and more occasions, so I think he's got a little bit of grip problem in the rear mainly. But of course, this is still a good battle. It's P4 Chris Shepard, so he passed Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel is in P5. Yes, Muscat is still in P6, but now on hundreds of his teammates. Roy Verzal in P7. Oh, and Mark Fuller closes in on Roy Verzal. Interesting, interesting. And of course, we got Erik Straan in P9, Roland Hood in P10. So great for Roland Hood. Let's watch Roland Hood a bit. If we didn't see him much in race 1, but this is a very good position. If Roland Hood can indeed finish in P10, it would be very good and very good feeling for this. While we have Rick picking. Rick doesn't trust the tires and wants to have new tires. He's last anyway, so he can take a bit of a gamble, because he knows he can still have points. So Roland Hood is doing good in P10, but of course Erik's standard is looking. What can I do? What can I maybe get that P10 from Roland? So Simon Rockman is a bit of a struggler now, but he's doing quite okay. You even see him searching for grip. And he still has grip, and now not. But the mistake was actually not that big. It was just a meter too wide. It was not like he missed the corner or something. But now see Rubik just out of pits. Going back. I think Roy Schotten closed a bit more. So Niranjan and Roy 1 and 2 for Racing Team Schotten. Matthew Williams in P3. Shepard in P4. Jason Muscat in P5. Where's Kevin? Oh, I think Kevin made another mistake because he even fall behind Roy Verzal. And Roy Verzal is more or less following Jason Muscat. He can go faster on this street. The track dries out, so this is interesting. What will happen? The car and the track will be faster. It looks like Erik Straan is pretty quick now. So we go on board with him. While he sees Mark Fuller, Erik Straan looks pretty okay in these conditions. Yeah. Only 4 laps to go, but it looks like he's having good exits, good entrances. I think he wants to hunt at 8th position. Well, we have a very close battle for 10th and 11th. Stanford and Roland Hood. Now on board with Stanford. You see it, searching for grip, searching for a gap. Searching. He's got a better exit, Roland is to the fence, too late. Erik is next to him, He's still there, still there. Oh, yeah. And they hit each other. And that was Eric run wide. You know, it was a bit of a misunderstanding. He hit the back of Ronald Hutt. And now he lost a bit of time. Well, we have nearly completed 10 laps. It looks more and more that Niranjan, our Indian guy, can win this. 10 completed laps, and the fastest lap for Niranjan Kumar. And the fastest lap for Royce Golden, so he still is gaining. But Matthew Williams gained also a lot back on Royce Golden, so he's still there for P3. Well, because Chris Shepard now going straight on for P4. Well, we've got a immense battle between Frizzell and Jason Muscat. You see people struggling, and you know that why that is? That's because it's going from rain to dry, so the tires will behave differently. You have more different grip feeling, and that will change a lot of the balance of the car. So some people are thinking, hey, the car is much better than before, and other people think, oh, the car is so much worse than before. Well, we still have Eric Stanford and Ronald Hutt close to each other. And you know who's driving in front of that? That's Rick Hutt. Now Rick Hutt is the last guy, but yeah, he's about as fast as the two guys just ahead of him on track. We completed the 11th lap. Yes. We still have Royce Golden still closes in. Yeah, it's now under 2 seconds. 1.9 Royce Golden. And he needs to push because Matthew Williams is close a bit on Royce Golden as well. Chris Shepard actually now on P4 loses a lot of time. Well, we've got an overtake. It's Stran on Samut. Yes, he makes it stick. So Stran first took Mark Fuller, and now he's taking Kevin Samut. So he's looking quite okay. And Eric wants to try to hunt the other two. And the other two there, so Frizzell and Muscat, but I think those are too far away for 2 laps of racing. While we still have an immense battle for P10, it's Roland Hutt against Eric Stanford. Yeah, this is also a bit of a battle. I mean, it's not for a position in the top 5, but this is a very good battle. You see, Eric Stanford has a run. Yep. You see him looking. Better exit. Not yet. So this will continue until the end, I think. And they're actually catching Rink, but Rink will have to flex soon. Now we see Iranian losing more and more of his lead, but it's not long now. Completed 11 laps now, and the fastest lap is of Williams, so the top 3 is getting closer and closer. The top 3 is only within 2.6 seconds of each other, so it will be a very close podium. There's still everything to play for. We still have Jason Muscat in front of Roy Frizzell, and yeah, this is quite close. This is a good battle, a very good battle. And now we've got Fuller, seems to pass Kevin Samut. Will he do it? Oh, he's trying! Oh, yeah, they hit each other, but I think the overall move was... it was a racing incident. But, yeah, if he could give points for trying, Mark Fuller would get points for trying. We still have now the battle with Roland Hutt and Stanford. I like to pick the guy who's attacking rather than the guy who's defending at cameras, because yeah, you can see a bit what the guy is needing to defend, what he's doing. Oh, what a crash! A big crash from Rick Hoekstra! Rick Hoekstra! Oh wow, that was a big crash! Wow! But he's okay, just yeah. I mean, the cookie is a bit crumbled, but yeah, he can still go on. So Rick Hoekstra just survived a lot of carnage, but yeah, those tires have been and have the last. While we have a finisher, it's always a bit a question of when the checkered flag is falling. I can see, but we now have the checkered flag. But yeah, we've got fights to the end. So we take this final place in the top 10, and Roland Hutt will get it. Roland Hutt will get it. Or is Stanford having a good slipstream? No, he will not have it. I think, or will he? Will he? He's there. He's there. He's there. He's there. Will he get it? Yes. Roland Hutt P10 and Erik Stanford in P11. So there we have Sam Wapman. Last one. So Niranjan Kumar from India wins race 2, fully deserved, and I'm happy for him. But Roy Schoten again finishes in P2, so 2 times P2 and a pole position. That's not bad, but yeah, of course you hope on a very good position in race in the race, and you always want to win. Matthew Williams again a podium now in P3, so 2 podiums for him. Chris Shepard in P4, good. Verzal already was P5 and now P5 again. And of course points for Muscat in 6, Strand in 7, Samwood in 8, Fuller in 9, Hutt amazing in 10, Stanford good in 11, Wapman in P12, Rick Hoekstra in P13, and our DNFs we can show you. Those are Arnold Glastra, Crash, Tobias Austin, Crash, Wesley Stefano, Crash, Sven Smith, Crash, and Dan Hutt, Crash. So, and now it's interview time. Let's see if we already have people for the interview. Well, we've got already somebody for the interview, so I will drag them in soon.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Hello guys. We've now got here in the interview room, still wet from all those excitement we had in the 2 races. Those are Roy and Roy. Hello, Royce.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's first start with you, Roy Versal.
Oh.
So, yeah, well, I can make this very short or very long. Take us to race 1, and after that, race 2. How did you see it?
It was shit. But yeah, well, I didn't have pace. Started with the wrong pressure, the wrong brake pressure. So I missed a lot of corners. I managed to spin once, but yeah, well, still finished 5th. So I'm glad with that. Yeah, the result was better than the race was. But yeah, well, second race was very good. I had a strong pace, brake pressure was fine, and I had a great battle, some great battles with yeah, well, with with Jason and the other Malta force. But yeah, well, I overtake him, so I finished 5th again, and yeah, that race was exciting race. So yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, good. I wanted to talk you. Race 1, we saw you as one of the latest to pit. Was that a planned stop? Did you want to wait longer for doing the pit stop? Maybe.
Yes, because the weather was unpredictable. It was like 50% chance of a lot of rain, and I didn't know how the tires will last and how quick the track will dry. So yeah, well, I just prefer to go with some longer, and if it starts to rain, I had more chance to take the best decision.
Yes.
So yeah, well, but unfortunately I managed to spin, and it cost me like 10 seconds or more, and I even lost something in the pit. Don't know why, but I lost some time in the pit stops.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, but you were starting both races on the dry tires?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought you went from wet to dry in race 1, but you went from dry to dry. If I'm
it was not raining at the start, so you never know what's gonna happen then. The dry tires were very good, so yeah.
So if I'm correct, that's both times P5 in the race. So that's
correct.
That's still quite good. Of course, you wanted to have a podium behind your name, but 2 times P5 doesn't work too bad in the total standings, which we of course will see in the end of the season.
Yeah, well, hopefully I get a P3 or something. Top 3 would be great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Tobias wasn't scoring today, so the championship. Yeah, that's sad for the championship battle. Yeah, well, but for the rest, hopefully I can catch someone in the front, like Royce Croton or somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Would be great to overtake him.
I will ask him in a minute. Thanks, Roy Verzijl, for being here, and of course.
Yeah, thank you too for the great broadcast.
Of course, I try my best, but I'm all alone. Yeah, but thanks, and in the future races, of course, good luck for getting that podium and getting that win.
User joined your channel.
Thank you very much.
User was moved out of your channel.
And yeah, we're now going up to Royce Croton. Hey, Roy.
Hello, Menno.
Hey, well, so you had pole position, if I'm not mistaken. You had, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
yeah. I mean, all those Roy's and stuff. It's sometimes very difficult. You finished both races in P2. Isn't that a bit not? Are you satisfied with those 2 second positions after you had pole? Because pole gives a lot of hope you can win a race, or are you still happy? And just tell us in general how your race went, and tell a bit about that spin in race 1.
Well, yeah, like Roy, the other Roy also spun in race 1. It's just such a stupid mistake. I just wasn't paying enough attention. I was comfortably in the lead there, and I just lost it. It's just a shame, but one of these things, it sometimes happens, and you have to get over it. Roy managed to overtake Roy, but then Roy managed to overtake Roy back again. It was quite a rough fight in the touring cars, but in the end I managed to overtake him cleanly, and I think. And for me, it was just a drive. I decided to pit pretty early because I knew from other strategies Tobias is always very good at it, pitting early, and then gaining some time in the few laps that you have. But of course it's very difficult because of all the back markers you have to overtake. Someone spun right in front of me, so that cost me some seconds as well, but I still managed to get in the lead after the pit stops. But of course I had a few more laps in my tires, which cost me the win. Mathieu was very fast here, very good drive from him. And in race 2, I'm so happy for Niranjan. I mean, I'm happy with finishing second. Seeing that Niranjan won it finally, everything came together for him. It's great for the team as well. It's just amazing to score this many points. It was very rough out there today with all the rain and the changing conditions. I decided to start on the dry tires in both races, and it worked out, but it wasn't easy.
No, I can understand it wasn't easy. It didn't look like it was easy, and yeah, I'm quite happy with Niranjan as a winner myself. Of course, I don't have a preference who wins, but after a bit of problems for Niranjan, I was very happy to see him win, of course, and I want to from Racing Team Scotland will of course help your team in the Constructors Championship. You're happy about that?
Yeah, of course, I'm very happy. Yeah, like you said, it's always good to see Niranjan win there finally. He has had some bad luck, but he's put such an effort in it this season. Every race he's there, so it's good to see him up there now. Of course, today helped the team standings a lot, but it isn't over yet. Jason is very fast, and Samut is very close to Niranjan, I would say. So that's still pretty close. And then I saw Erik Strand turning up in race 2 here. That gave me a little bit of a heart attack as well, because if you see him driving without any practice, or maybe he did some practice, but I don't know, but still finishing there nicely in the points in race 2, and then Tobias also being around for Ice Cold Racing. They are pretty far back now, I think, but they are just such amazing drivers, so you never know.
Okay, now well, yeah. So yeah, yeah, well, that was a very clear statement from you, and clear, yeah, how you thought about today's races. But overall, I think, yeah, it was quite good. So yeah, let's end this broadcast, because our time is up, and yeah, we got a few minutes now, and yeah, in 2 weeks we will have new races in the Megane, then from the Hungaroring, so that's the 13th of November, Monday the 13th of November, at the Hungaroring with these lovely Meganes, and then Roy can overtake Roy again, and Roy can overtake Roy back, and yeah, you know how that goes. So very interesting how that will go. From everybody here, the commentator, the cameraman, oh, that's me. Well, I want to thank everybody, at least for being here. I want to thank Sven Smith, who went for in between race interview. I want to thank everybody who raced today, even when they were new here or when they were returning. I want to thank Sven de Vries for his amazing effort every time in this league. And
You're welcome.
Yeah, and yeah, he's just here. You want to say something, Sven, because you're now here, so you're live. So you want to add something to this? Oh no, he doesn't want to add something. He just was just responding. So he's already here. Okay, in 2 weeks we're back at the Meganes at the Hungaroring. I thank you all for listening to me, and me alone, unfortunately. But I think we saw 2 amazing races, and in 2 weeks we will see 2 amazing races again. Thanks, and bye bye for now.